What is going on, big dreamers? Your lady Vitamin Katie is here. Today I'm going over how to optimize your immunity. Yes, the World Health Organization has officially declared an international public health emergency due to this coronavirus. Now, we may not necessarily need to buy all of the 5-gallon water jugs at every single grocery store. We do need to be very intentional about optimizing our immune system and taking care of ourselves. Thousands of people are being affected by this coronavirus, yes. However, hundreds of thousands, if not more, people are dying and really being affected by poor lifestyle, are dying every day from diabetes, high cholesterol, heart disease, and cancer, these things that are truly preventable with better lifestyle and optimizing our nutrition. So this is very serious. I don't want to diminish the seriousness of the coronavirus. However, it's pretty interesting to me how people are going crazy with being more intentional about washing their hands and getting hand sanitizer and being worried about this when they're not seeing a really big picture of things that are really affecting most of us and most of Americans, and that is the fast food and the poor lifestyle choices, right? So let's really optimize our health and let this be a wake-up call of what's really important. Getting some perspective around, you know, I'm so glad that I'm healthy today, because without our health, we really don't have anything. Everything else seems important until something happens with our health, until we get injured, and then we realize what's really most important. So of course, this is very serious and I'm very upset about what's going on, and I'm really grateful for the perspective it's provided me, and it's provided a lot of people with what's really important, and that's loving each other and putting our health in our lives first, okay? So my number one tip, immunity does start in the gut. So if we are not easily passing a perfect snake in the toilet bowl, let's take care of that shit, okay? And I know I'm being funny, but for real, let's optimize our gut health. The best way to do that is with a whole foods plant-based diet. If we really are having poor digestion, we're probably not eating enough fiber, we're probably not drinking enough water. So let's make sure that you are really optimizing your gut health. Maybe taking a probiotic. I recommend at least 50 CFUs, that's colony forming units, and incorporating some fermented foods. This is going to be really important to make sure that your microbiome is on fully so that you can really optimize your immunity. My number 2 tip is to wash your hands frequently. A lot of people are going about their days at the gym, going shopping. Oh my gosh, I have it's such a pet peeve of mine. I can't stand touching public bathroom doors or stalls or those locks. Please wash your hands, okay? If you don't wash your hands, please freaking wash your hands now. Number 3, take high doses of vitamin C. I really like the Live On Lipospheric vitamin C. This is really readily absorbed, and of course incorporating your vitamin C rich fruits and vegetables. However, supplementing vitamin C has been shown to really improve immunity. It's a really potent antioxidant, and vitamin C is it's not a very stable nutrient. It decreases when these foods are heated or when they're messed with. When they're processed, vitamin C goes down. So it is important to be intentional about getting in our fresh fruits and vegetables to get vitamin C, and I do recommend supplementing. Number 4, take 2,000 IUs every single day of a vegan vitamin D3 supplement. Vitamin D, it does play a huge role in bone health and mood, but it also plays a huge role in our immunity, okay? And a lot of people, especially this time of year, are really low in vitamin D and they don't know it. So if you are not taking a vitamin D3 supplement, now is the time to make sure that you go to the health food store, get your vitamin D3, and make sure a lot of multivitamins, they don't have that much vitamin D3 in them. Maybe they have upwards of 600 IUs. I'm recommending 2,000 IUs, and if you're low in vitamin D, make sure you're getting 5,000 IUs every single day to make sure that you are getting enough vitamin D3. Tip number 5 is to exercise regularly. A lot of people, maybe you're going from the bed to the car to the work chair at work, back in your car, back to the couch, back to bed, and you are so sedentary throughout the day, take a look at your phone. Go on your health app and see how many steps are you getting in every single day. I recommend at the very, very, very minimum at least 5,000 steps every single day. Goal upwards of 10,000 or more steps. Make sure you're going for a walk if you're not able to work out at some point throughout the day, but for real, at least 30 minutes of moderate activity every single day is going to really help to boost your immune system. Tip number 6 is to avoid stress. Sometimes stress is unavoidable, and let's make sure that we have practices in place to help us handle stress. I really like the Wim Hof breathing method, so that's inhaling and exhaling as forcefully as possible, as quickly as possible. It's kind of like a controlled hyperventilation. When I'm feeling so freaking overwhelmed, I will literally do that for 30 seconds to a minute and feel like so at peace. Our breath is always with us, and it's been shown to help decrease blood pressure, to lower our stress hormones, to lower cortisol, to help us go back into that parasympathetic calm nervous system instead of the fight or flight stressed out sympathetic nervous system, right? So just taking a deep breath is going to be really beneficial. And of course, like if you really have a high stress job, maybe now's the time to get a new job, to change your lifestyle, because we got one life and we don't want to be living it freaking stressed out to the point that it is really hurting our health. Tip number 7 is to drink more water. Water is essential. We are made of mostly water, and water helps to really flush out toxins and to keep our immune system working well. So every single morning I recommend drinking a couple of cups of water with lemon, and in between meals drinking 2 cups of water as well. If your urine, if your pee is not a clear to lemonade shade of yellow, you have got to drink more water. Do your kidneys a favor, do your liver a favor, do your whole body and every single muscle a favor, and your skin, you will glow, your eyes, everything will feel and look so much better when we're drinking plenty of water. Tip number 8 is take adequate amounts of omega-3 essential fatty acids. I recommend the Life Fuel Super Omega supplement. You can use my code VitaminKatie to get a discount. Algae has naturally occurring DHA, and it's so important for our immune function. So making sure you are getting in at least 2 tablespoons every single day of ground flax seeds or soaked chia seeds, or my favorite, hemp seeds, or a 1/4 cup of walnuts. These are great sources of omega-3s. However, in this time when we really want to optimize our immunity, I do recommend taking an algae-derived omega supplement. Tip number 9 is to eat berries, greens, and naturally colorful plant foods. Plant foods contain really powerful phytochemicals and antioxidants, and these have been shown to really help with our immune system. So what antioxidants are they really protect our cells from damage. So our damaged cells are a lot more likely to be inflamed and to allow us to get sick. The more we have a wall up and the more defense we have with these antioxidants, the less likely we are to get sick. Some specific antioxidants are vitamins, like vitamin E, vitamin C, like I mentioned earlier. Vitamin A acts as an antioxidant, and you know, selenium acts as an antioxidant, these trace minerals. And these minerals and vitamins are they're packed in greens. They are so packed in these colorful fruits and vegetables. So even things like different types of tea, like green tea, is a great source of antioxidants. So let's make sure that we are optimizing, getting in every color of the rainbow, eating your blueberries, getting in greens. I recommend greens with every freaking meal, honestly. Shove those greens in the blender and get those in, and your immune system will thank you. Tip number 10, do not talk to anyone. While I am joking, I really do want to say I recommend that you communicate with your loved ones that you are looking to get healthy, to optimize your immunity, to optimize your nutrition. And the people that you do talk to, they better be supportive of you. They better be supportive of your goals. So notice the people in your circle, are they on your level with your health and your fitness and your goals, or are they not very supportive? So although I am joking, like, haha, lock yourself in your closet and don't talk to anyone, that's not the case. The people in your life should really be supporting you and helping you shine a brighter light, not dimming your light, okay? So what can we do to optimize our circle of people to help optimize our immunity? Tip number 11, I did already touch on this a second ago. However, I want to make it really clear that highly processed foods are going to be pro-inflammatory and weaken our immune system. So we do want to eat more foods that are more natural, more in their whole real state, than foods that have added colors, added flavors, fake sweeteners, things that are fried, things that are highly processed are really going to make it more likely for us to get sick and for us to, get hit with a virus and that kind of thing. So I highly recommend that we eat more wholesome, plant, natural foods than highly processed foods, okay? And that means, avoiding a lot of refined sugars, avoiding a lot of things that are white and bleached. You get it, okay. Tip number 12 is consider intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting allows our body to really rest and recuperate and rejuvenate from our last meal. When I say intermittent fasting, I recommend waiting at least 12 hours between our last meal at dinner and our first meal at breakfast. So if we eat our last meal at like 7 p.m., waiting until at least 7 or 8 a.m. to eat again so that our bodies are able to fully process and do what it needs to do to fight off infection so that it's not constantly trying to digest food. Tip number 13 is try cold showers. So a shock of cold has been shown to boost our immune system. I'm gonna mention Wim Hof again. This guy is the man, the Iceman. Just jumping in some freezing cold water really does activate our immune system. So try that out just for even 30 seconds. Like instead of waiting for the water in the shower to heat up, get your booty in that shower, then turn on the water and be freezing cold for a minute, or turn it to freezing cold for 30 seconds before you turn the shower completely off. This is going to ramp up your immunity. Tip number 14 is to incorporate spices like ginger and turmeric. These have been shown to be really beneficial for our immune system and even more beneficial than a lot of medications out there. So just incorporating some turmeric or ginger tea with some lemon can do wonders, and that's something really cheap and really simple that you can do right now. Tip number 15 is to make sure that you are getting at least 8 or 9 hours of sleep every single night. Sleep is absolutely essential. Just like I mentioned in intermittent fasting, we need to allow our bodies to stop digesting for a second so that we can actually focus on rebuilding and fighting off infection. That happens when we sleep. So if we're totally burning the candle at both ends and staying up way too late and waking up way too early, our immune system is not going to be functioning at the point that it could be functioning at. So let's really prioritize our sleep right now, all right? What's your night routine like? Turn off your electronics, wind down, and get your ass to bed. Be a grandma with me, okay? I love going to bed early and waking up early. Who's with me? Comment below. And lastly, tip number 16 is to focus on gratitude and recognize that worrying and suffering is truly a choice. Okay, we don't need to be worrying all the time. Fear is really something that we create. It is a perspective shift. So it is so nice to be informed and to know what's going on in the world so that we can have perspective and learn and take the steps to move forward. What we don't need to do is be in a shame and fear and just overwhelmed spiral of suffering, okay? So I invite you right now to take a deep breath. How beautiful it is to have lungs that work, to have incredible people in our lives, to have this technology to be connected right here. Look up to the sky, notice that it's beautiful to see another day, and let's really do what we can to love ourselves, to love the people around us, and to take the steps that we know we can take to prevent this, right? Without fear and without suffering. Okay, I hope this video helped you. I hope that you took some notes. Write down what is it that you're missing, what could you do that could help you, and yeah, let's not worry too much. I think that if you do take on these tips really to heart, your immune system is going to be fully on fire. I did just think of one more tip. I just know that viruses and our vaccines are grown on eggs, and this is a common allergen. Common allergens include dairy, eggs, and gluten. And during this time, to really optimize our gut health and to really optimize our immune function, I do recommend avoiding eggs. I do recommend avoiding gluten and dairy, and of course flooding our plate with plenty of colors at this time, okay? So drink your water, get some sleep, and I'm taking all these tips too, all right? Let's get after it. And yeah, this will help you a lot. Leave a comment below, and I hope you are healthy, happy, and grateful right here, right now, and every single freaking day, okay?